we can go around talking to people. If you want to see their stuff real quick, Emblem gives you passive regen, I believe, just from walking around. That's what they mean by on the field. And then Sarah still has Thor, which I believe does the same thing it did in the past. Actually, no. Before it had like passive regen on it, but now it looks like it's interesting. There are certain things that this will combo with very well, such as... Actually, is it status? Yeah, it has to be status effects. So what I have Kurt using has the passive stat down, which is Gloom. Yeah, I'd rather have that as the passive and Thor as the main, I think. And then keep in mind she can inflict seal on her own. It's kind of hard to do, but yeah, it's something. And just in case you really want to see Emblem, there you go. Neat thing will be that third effect, the dropped items. That can be very, very handy for farming new materials. Equipment-wise, I don't really have anything special. And you'll probably see their combat stuff when we finally get around to fighting. Tonight's dinner will be seafood stew made with plenty of fresh Lemaire fish. Is everyone ready? Yes. First, let's prepare all the ingredients. Let me help out too. Just watching them is making me hungry. Right? These three cuties are so different, but there's something irresistible about each of them. One's sweet, one's shy, one's cool. Just want them all. I don't think that's what you meant by hungry, Angelica. Anyway, I'm more worried by the fact that Freddy's helping. It should be fine as long as Sandy's here to keep an eye on him. Alright, time to make some good curry. I thought you were making seafood stew. No time to waste. I'll start prepping the food. Now it's time to put everything I learned in cooking class to the test. Head Chef Sandy, may I add some barnacles? Yeah, go right ahead. It should be fine, hopefully. Oh yeah, people in the train too. Okay, let's just bite the bullet and go on in. Okay, maybe there aren't people in here, I don't know. No one here. Nah, I'm good for CP at the moment. Here we go. Instructor Ian. Hello there. Spend some time, Lady Angelica. Hey there, Jessica. Good to see you again. That cool gaze of yours has an even more lustrous shine now. Thank you. You two know each other? Yep, I tried a bunch of stuff before I decided to specialize in fists. Her family's spear style is one of the things I put a lot of time into. Yeah, I can definitely picture you trying out all sorts of weapons. And she's always been really gung-ho. You and I already know about, but the one in glasses here is a real cutie too. You ladies come here often, or is this a special occasion? We're in tennis club together, so we're just chatting here. Tennis, that's wonderful. Nothing's better than the sight of a girl in her tennis outfit, skirt fluttering as she leaps to return a volley. Lady Angelica, try and control yourself. Angelica sure took control of that conversation. Angelica is so cool and funny. You're not bad yourself, kitten. You're relaxed and more open-minded. And that voice of yours is really nice too. Can you whisper something sweet into my ear? Sweet. How about cotton candy? That's not... I like that she's ditzy. I see, uh-huh. What are you staring at me for? I thought you were just a textbook energetic girl at first, but do you happen to have siblings, maybe younger, way younger? I do have a younger brother and sister, twins. So that's where I'm getting that motherly vibe from you. You've got a really good eye, in a way. Your father, Sir Schladen, is he well? I'm sure he's going through a lot right now due to my father's house arrest. There's no need to apologize. Our families are old friends after all. Either way, he has more than enough energy. If anything, he says he's able to concentrate on his own training more. Sounds like him. Glad to hear it. Of course. It's really nice to see you again. When you have time, I'd like to spar with you. Yeah, I bet you've grown up in more ways than one. Lady Angelica, you haven't changed. So does she actually have more lines for them? Actually, yeah, talk. I don't get it, but I'm happy you compliment my voice. Angelica's got a real intense personality, huh? Kinda reminds me of an old man. I say that's part of her charm, too. Field exercises are way more exhausting this time. We've got more Panzer Soldats to manage this time. Ash is gone, and there are rumors about the mysterious Jaegers running around. Are things just as tough for you guys in military finance? Pretty much. Got a lot more to do and less people to do it now that Muse is gone. Especially tough for the medical team. Muse took care of a lot of things for us. Guess we're all swamped with work then. I'm so hungry. Kinda hit me all at once too. Sort of thing will happen after you make it out of a stressful situation. Yeah, not to mention our rations were as skimpy as ever. And they just repeat that. Let's see if they have anything different. And that's no and no. Okay, we're halfway through the train. Angelica, let me introduce you to Maya. She's in the tea ceremony club with me. Pleasure to meet you. That lustrous black hair and those sharp features. I like her. And you say she does tea ceremony stuff. Cutie, maybe you can make me some tea and we can get to know each other. Yeah, I gotta stop you right there. Angelica, that's not what they do for tea ceremonies. Angie. Angelica, you can really turn any conversation into a pickup line. There's a lot I could learn from you. Angelica really knows how to turn any conversation into a pickup line. Shame I have to leave so soon. I'll just have to teach you my tips and tricks some other time. These two make a deadly pair. I hear Angelica utilizes Eastern martial arts. Can someone like this really be a master of Kung Fu? She's not always like this. Doesn't she use Taito style? I'm not sure. So Jessica and Kirk chose the Spiegel, huh? Those fancier models are so much cooler. You're missing the point. What matters is your compatibility with the model. Just because it's more complicated doesn't mean it's inherently better. Good job, Kurt, you get it. Each of the different models bring out their pilot's unique traits. Yeah, I could make good use of my martial arts skills with a Hector. On the other hand, I've had success using the Spiegel, too. And right there, did they reverse the vowels? Because I thought it was S-P-I-E. Guess a Draken would probably be best for me. But a Kestrel would be good for quick attacks. But the little boy inside me just wants to have the best one. Like if I had an orbital car, I'd go for the fastest one. Chicks dig that, you know? Is that the only thing you care about? And I'm guessing that's all they have to say. Yep. This is quite the interesting group. There are some faces here I've not seen in some time. Now that you mention it, it has been a while, huh? Yeah, but you've gotten way more talkative since last time. Is it just my imagination, or do you look even more handsome, too? I assure you my appearance has not changed at all. Nevertheless, I shall accept your compliment. Looks like he kinda liked it? Seems so. Actually, since Toa's here, I haven't given her any of the gifts. I haven't given anyone any of the gifts, have I? Okay, Trilogy Hearts. Hope she'll like it. Okay, that's actually kind of helpful. Rose perfume for Sharon. So she's max now. That is extremely valuable. Coffee grind for Magius. That's awesome. Tea for Alphen. No stats, which you know what that means. And now for Elise. Hope she'll like it. No stats. Hey, Schwarzer, give me permission to take one of the bikes. If you're worried, you can tag along in the sidecar. There's no way I'd give you permission for that. Sorry to say, but if we let you use a bike, I'd be worried you wouldn't come back, Ash. Damn it, should've just asked for permission to leave. You're as much of a troublemaker as ever. Though I'd say you've mellowed out quite a bit since the Civil War. Yeah? What happened during the Civil War? It was the first time I ran into this guy. Isn't that right, Mr. Big Bad Leader of Fafnir? Fafnir? What's that? That name never meant anything to me. It's just something for the others to rally behind. I see, so you're the boss of a gang. Their goal was to protect their town from thieves. That's a surprisingly noble goal. Yeah, but after the war was over, I didn't want any trouble, so I disbanded it. I don't like thinking about my past, so go ahead and forget about all that crap. We'll talk to her last. The train in Panzer Soldat's under the setting sun. Fantastic, you can't beat it. Yeah, it's majestic and melancholy in equal measure. That'd make for some good lyrics. Note it down, quick. Sure thing. I'll never get bored of this sight. Here, Sunset, do us a favor and stay there for a while. This really is inspiring. I can feel my creative juices starting to kick in. Sarah Valestine. Major Veltz told me much about you, including the fact that you came to the aid of Instructor Schwarzer and our students. It was nothing. As for you, Major Irving of the RMP, I've heard you played a major part in re-establishing the Imperial Army in the East during the Civil War, so I imagine the school was just kicking down your door to offer you a job. Do you really think? It would make sense. My employment is none of your concern. Let me remind you that you bracers are interlopers here. Try to refrain from getting too comfortable. Yeah, I wasn't planning on staying anyway. Lady Angelica, I hear you'll be attending the Imperial Provincial Council in your father's stead. It would do well to make your way to Ortis instead of spending any more time here. It's like you're trying to get rid of me. I'll head over there once I'm good and ready. As you wish. Schwarzer, about our earlier discussion. While I cannot condone your approach, I also cannot deny there are reasonable grounds for an investigation. The choice is yours to make, just don't allow it to impact your students. Understood. Thank you, Major. Interesting. Don't be walking around the field exercise camp with these two. Schwarzer, I'll leave the rest to you. Leonore, why did you choose the Hector? Honestly, it just fits me best. The weapon, too. I just love those really powerful ones with a lot of kick. You didn't really prefer any of the soldats over the others, right? Right. Personally, I find Valimar the most interesting, but I don't know if I'd be able to pilot him well. You put him as one of your choices? Any idea why you like him the most? I don't really know. Fair enough. You're okay with me not having a reason? Of course, that's how liking stuff works sometimes. Not everything has an easy explanation, you know. Take me, for example. I can't explain why I feel like doing some of the stuff I do, I just follow my gut. Interesting. It's good to know, thanks. Oh, she's gotten a lot more expressive, don't you think? She certainly has. Seems like her time here has been worth it so far. Right? I'm glad to see it. It's good she has a friend like Leonora. You're just overthinking things a bit. Try going with the flow a little more, you know, like I do. That may be a little difficult for me, but you do have a good point. I'll try it. Thanks. Repeat. Okay. We spoke to them, so I guess it's just Randy and Tina that are left. I'd heard the rumors, but I didn't want to believe them. Nice to see you too. You two know each other? Yeah, but it's been like 8 years. We met when we were both Jaegers. Oh, that would explain it. Last time we met was on the battlefield. I would have been about 16. The Purple Lightning, a true inspiration to all us up-and-comers. An inspiration who left the Jaeger lifestyle behind shortly thereafter. Red Reaper, son of the War God. I'm glad to see your time in Crossbelt mellowed you out. Though I never expected you to be working with Reen and Toa. Life's funny that way. Anyway, I'm just happy you're here. You're gonna help even the odds. If my little cousin's kicking around, we're all in for a bad time. You're telling me. Bloody Shirley. She was bad enough before the Society made her an enforcer. Right? Talk about a sick joke. She didn't seem so scary when I saw her in Sutherland. Don't let her looks fool you. She could make a man-eating tiger turn tail and run away. Sounds like she's my kind of woman. Never thought I'd meet the Purple Lightning again, and here of all places. Just goes to show you never know what life has in store for you. Sarah, it's been too long. No kidding. How have you been since Heimdall? How many people do you know? I imagine they met each other through the guild. That's right. We met once when Agate and I traveled to the capital through Crossbell. You two and the other Liberalian A-rank bracer, right? Shara. You know, Agate's been worried sick about you, but it looks to me like you're right as rain. You bet. Guess bracers really do know everybody. Well, that'll happen when you're part of an international organization. Angie? She is an angel. The mesmerizing cuteness, that youthful charm, that svelte yet capable frame. She must be an engineer because she's gone to work on my heart. Her skin and hair are a land of milk and honey, and the tools and oil stains just make it all the sweeter. What's an angel like you doing all the way out here? You're from Laboral, right? What a shame I didn't know you last year. I could have slept over. Okay, settle down now. That's one way to make an introduction. Angie, you're scaring Tita. Forgive me, I lost myself in your eyes. Angelica Ragnar, Toa's best friend, Reen's honorary elder sister, and a dear companion to George, who I'm sure you know. I thought your name sounded familiar. George has mentioned you a few times, I think. What did he say? Perhaps something like Angie's a wonderful woman of inestimable character who you can, nay, should, happily offer your body to. If you ever visit the Empire, beware a woman named Angelica who dresses like a man and flirts with any girl with a pulse. Damn you, George! Sounds about right. George really has her pegged. I don't know. I'm sure Angie's joking at least half the time. We leaving already? I had such a great time getting up close and personal with all these sweet little kittens. You really do gotta put a leash on that libido of yours, you know. But anyway, we shouldn't overstay our welcome, so it's about time we hit the dusty trail. The two of you are going to take Angelica's bike to Ortis, right? If it's alright, I'll come with and see you off at the junction. There's no need for that. We'll be seeing each other tomorrow. Well, let's just say I've got a personal thing to take care of. Huh? Alright then, sounds like we're finished here, so let's move out.
Let's do it!
I don't know.
Yeah!
I imagine Sarah probably has more fans than Angelica, but you never really know. Actually, real quick, let's go back and talk to Tita. I don't know if anything new has appeared line-wise for her. I'm starting to understand what George was saying. I know what you mean, but I can assure you she's harmless. Liar! That said, you're still working, Tita? Yeah, I just wanted to organize the data that we got today. I'll take breaks, so please don't worry about me. If you say so, don't overdo it, okay? Yeah. I just want to see if he said the exact same thing, because I didn't know if that meant there was a line that was missed out on, if all of these people had new lines too, and yeah. I probably would have put a break in the video, walked off cursing, came back still somewhat agitated, and wouldn't be a fun video. For me, you guys would probably enjoy it like no tomorrow. Angie, instructor, take care on your way back. See you later. Thanks, Toa. Should probably head out too. Got some things to do tonight, so don't wait up for me. Okay? Jeez, it just breaks my heart. To think my sweet little pupil could have grown up to be so deceitful and standoffish. Huh? If you were any more transparent, you'd disappear completely. You're planning on going out alone to paint Raquel red tonight, aren't you? Not exactly. What? But if you're going alone... Hold on, Reen, does that mean you're going to one of those Okay, yeah, no, let me stop you right there. Major Michaels cleared me to go to Raquel. And I figured that if I'm going looking for information, I'd have better luck after sundown. Oh. Gathering more info on the Jaegers, huh? Riding off on your own on a secret mission. Well, you're nothing if not consistent. Seriously, it's kind of ridiculous. You know we're here to help, right? Yeah, sorry. Wait, what are you saying exactly? You're out of your element in a city like Raquel, but it's my natural habitat. Why wouldn't you want to bring me along? My work as a bracer's brought me there several times as well. If you're looking for information, you'll need someone who knows the hotspots. But... don't you butt me. It's been so long since the last time we saw each other, the least you can do is let us help. Listen to the woman. Calm down and work with us. I can talk to Eustace and the others at the castle in Ortis. Angie, Instructor Sara? I'm trying to play things close to the vest, and you guys see right through me. That's a sign that I'm gonna need your help. Thank you, both of you. There we go. See, Leonance isn't so bad. I'm sure to keep this a secret from the students. Just don't be back too late. Thanks, Toa, I won't. Alright, let's get going. The pleasures of the night await. Angie, just don't go anywhere weird, okay? Okay, let's get going before the students find out. Sun's setting. It'll be dark by the time we're in Raquel. Perfect, that's the best time for new information. How about you do the driving, Reen? Sure, I'm ready to go.
It's my turn! Now let's get going!
Here we go. We need to ditch that sidecar more often. Now the important question, which way is Raquel? Okay. Otherwise I'd be out here probably driving in circles for an hour. And if you're wondering why only 1 hour, that's when the bike would run out of gas. Then I'd be walking in circles for the rest of the night.
Everyone ready?
Since this is a mandatory battle, you guys get to see this. So we have light speed. Wow. It only lasts 4 turns? Jeez. These kind of suck. Like, this is like a poor man's Wild Hunt, and then... Actually, if it grants acceleration... It might... I think accelerate is you instantly get a turn. So I think with this one, it's like a blitz type of thing. It may actually be good in a...
Let's go! Raging
situation.
fire formation!
Move-wise, we have laser bullet, B-brake. This is a single target, sadly. Otherwise, it has that double S brake. Buff. And this actually has a delay component to it.
I'm up!
Hopefully, Reen stuff doesn't need any introductions.
Get back! It's down!
This one's mine! Yeah!
Thundering Roar, Seal, Speed Down, and it's cheap. I'm probably going to use this one. Although this one has a delay component too. Ooh. Thing is, it costs 60. This one's pretty good too. Damn it, why does Sarah have all the cool stuff? Sadly, that much delay won't make a difference. But I could brake, potentially. Damn.
This one's on the house! It's my
Okay.
turn!
She actually did break the thing. We'll do this one so you guys can see it, even though it's going to be pretty expensive on CPU.
How's this?
Good night.
Let's go! Sit! Everyone okay?
4 U materials. So keep in mind I got 4 despite 3 enemies because of how Angelica works. She gave me a double drop from that one guy. That's that. Your luck turned sour the second you came between my fist and my bike. I was right to ask you to come. Both of you have really upped your game. It's probably thanks to this no-good group I've been up against these last few months. You went back to training in the Republic, right, Angelica? Yeah, I met with my master. The Republic's not looking so good nowadays. It's not much different from the Empire. The Guild's been flooded with work. We had a guy transfer over just to ease the workload, and Fee's been a blessing since she joined last year. I saw her when I was in Sutherland. I was so impressed when I heard she was the youngest ever to get her senior bracer badge. Maybe I was just that damn good of an instructor. She becomes a bracer and then you go and start teaching. You guys are gonna soar ahead of me in no time. This road is so long. Angelica, how was traveling the continent? If only I could put it into words, especially to the east. To see it, well, it's getting dark, I'll stop myself. Let's talk about it more when we got Toad with us. And here I was ready to curl up next to the campfire, but I have heard a few things. Master mentioned what the east was starting to look like. Sure, I'd love to hear about it with Toa and George. Oh? You know, I heard George has been by the branch campus. Do you say anything, maybe about that masked man? I've only heard about Azure Siegfried from others, along with how the gnomes revealed they were related to the Black Workshop. Did he look that much like him? I don't know. I want to think about the impossible. That's all I can say. Yeah, you're right. It's been about a year and a half since the funeral, but it's still bothering you, isn't it? Yeah. George is looking into the Black Workshop for me. We'll be seeing him in Ruhr after the council. I'll let you know if he tells me anything new. Thank you. Okay, enough staying around. Let's head to Raquel before it gets dark. And once again, they stole my bike. Out of curiosity. That's decent.
Smash!
All I got from there were some crappy smoke grenades.
Smash! Now let's get going!
It's this way. Sad part is you can't do any tricks on this, despite Angelica supposedly being a pretty good rider. So one thing I'm curious about is if the enemies changed here, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Well, it's a mandatory fight, so you know what that means.
Bring it on!
Let's go! Get back! Now!
This one's mine! I got this! This one's on the house! Let's do it!
I do need to give them accessories, I just realized. Preferably something that gives Sarah some CP regen.
Crimson? Now!
This one's mine! I got this!
Sally's not poisoned, even though this is shaking like no tomorrow. Thundering Roar. Actually, this... bleh.
Now!
An opening!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's do it!
I'm up! Ha! It's down!
They
This
should
one's
kill this
mine.
one.
I got this!
And he's still vibrating like no tomorrow.
Let's move on.
3 black bangles. It's already sundown. Perfect timing, Raquel's just ahead. It's where that blonde student of yours is from, right? You mean Ash? Yeah. I actually thought about bringing him with me, but... good call, even though I'm sure he would have been happy to come with. You never want to give one of your students preferential treatment. Well, that's part of it. It's just... I just feel there's something dangerous about him. Dangerous? Don't get me wrong, he's the top of the class in terms of potential and natural talent. He's smart and athletic, capable of doing anything he puts his mind to. Yeah, he can be a bit of a provocateur, but he's also a good communicator. He can gain your trust before you know it. People at school and his acquaintances from Raquel all agree on that. It's just... he's like a knife out of its sheath. I'm sure you know this already, but during the Civil War, Ash gathered his friends and defended Raquel from armed raiders. He was brilliant and thorough, and downright ruthless when he had to be. Once it was all over, a whole lot of people wanted to recruit him. In fact, that's why Tulval and I invited him to join the guild. We wanted to see what this dangerous young man could do. Oh. Honestly, this kid kinda reminds me of him. Crow, I mean. He was never half as angry as Ash, not openly. But he was hiding it away, trying to keep up the facade that he was just a regular student. But I could see that anger back when we were first testing the Arcus units. and we were constantly butting heads because of it. Angelica? That takes me back. Over time, he started to soften little by little. It began when he spent time with Toa, George, Instructor Sara, and me. And it continued when he was a second year, when he met you and your class, Reen. So don't worry about Ash, he's in good hands. Yours. I think you're giving me a little more credit than I deserve here. Honestly, he's not the only one I'm worried about, it's all my students. Yuna, Kurt, Altina, Muse, I want them all to shape each other and help each other grow, like the original Class 7 did for me. If I can help them get to that point, I'll consider my job done. That's so sappy. I really think your guidance will do Ash some good. Just keep watching over him, and Muse too. Muse's the girl with the mint green hair, right? There's just something about her, something unusual. Seems like you know her pretty well, Angelica. What's the story there? Her grandfather, Count de Gret, and my father are close. I've known her family since I was just a girl, but it's been a while since we've seen each other. Though I'm happy to hear that she grew so close to Princess Alphen during their shared time at Saint Estrella. And what providence that after she left, she came to join you and Toa at the branch campus. We are truly blessed. Blessed, right. That's quite a non-answer there, but I'll leave it be. I said exactly what I meant to say. She may be sweet as candy, with a mind of unfathomable depth and beauty, but remember, she's still just a 16-year-old girl. Yeah. So play along with her, and try not to get played. Be there for her where I couldn't. That's my request. Of course. She's just like any of my other students. I'll keep an eye on her and help whenever she needs me. That's the spirit. And look at that, there's Raquel, shall we? Let's go. Okay, gladiator. Giving her that. I'll give her the other one. Even though she hasn't had as much CP problems yet. Let's look at the soft stole. Yeah. Heavy belt. Gambler Mishi. Actually, I'll give her martial art Mishi. We'll give her that. And then I can't adjust their orbit in any way, so... No action at all, yet still incredibly high speed due to the combination of Sirius and Thor, I imagine. No? That's only 10. Regulus and Zephyr... She gets a little bit from that, but still... Her being so fast when Reen has Action 3 and she doesn't is a little astounding. Bike.
Now let's get going!
Meanwhile... Understood. Regarding Angelica, tell her to come by tomorrow morning. Of course, I'll let her know when I get back. My word, she's the same as ever, but now Schwarzer too. Attempting to venture out alone at night with the Jaegers lurking around every corner. Yeah, but it's totally something he'd do, you know? But he's got those two with him, so we probably don't need to worry. Hey, was that? Yes, most likely. Again? You think by now they'd be getting comfortable on the bench, but nope. And now they're gonna hijack a bike.
So damn obvious. It's easier if he ain't around anyway.
Heading off on our own, are we? Yuna and the others should be here soon. An adventure like this would be much better with friends, don't you agree?
You little... Your mask keeps slipping, by the way. But... you know that, don't you? Yeah, this is all part of your plan.
I'm a member of Class 7. Nothing more, nothing less. I heard you complaining about Instructor Reen and thought you might want a friendly ear. Come now, we have a strategy to devise.
It's so different at night. Raquel has all the entertainment you could ever indulge in. I'd say it holds up perfectly well against the entertainment districts in the Republic and Crossbell. Don't tell me that's all you did when traveling the continent. Actually, don't. Let's focus on the Jaegers. We know that multiple witnesses have come forward with sightings in the city. Could be those purple Jaegers or Nidhogg. Well, not even just those. We've got 4 in total. Right, the Red Constellation and Zephyr are also possible. Let's start with investigating the more crowded spots and keep at it from there. And where there's a crowd, there's beer. Reen, you're down to drink now, right? Let's hit up the clubs and casinos and... Alright, you're worse than I ever was. Let's go then. We should check out the places that stood out during the day, and that's not all. I'm due for a nice talk with that informant. Clark will be coming home late tonight. Pardon me, welcome to Ikro Smart. Wait a sec. Clark left to handle some business with negotiations, but hasn't come back yet. Wonder what could have happened. He's always picky about being on time. Guess I'll contact the business he was mean with. Yep, you're not gonna be happy when you do, buddy. So I'm gonna hold on to my Sepith mass. I should have at least 1,000, 1,400. Can't order anything there. I was kind of wondering if we could order from the other shop, but guess not. Theaters, cabaret clubs, casinos. This place has it all. I'm so giddy that I can't decide where to go first. Why, hello. Did you come to have your fill of the city of entertainment? Most of the stores should be opening soon. Go on, enjoy. It's so crowded. I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna play, I'm gonna buy everything. It's all good. Newcomers just pay a one-time 1,000 Mira fee. That's alright. There's somewhere else I'd like to go. Let's go, sir. The girls are waiting. Yeah, let's go. Hey. Screw them. Our club is 1,000 times better. I didn't see him during the day. Excuse me. What's up? Reen asked the young man about the Jaegers. Yeah, I think they were shooting at each other the other day. It was Nidhogg and someone else. They're always going at it. You could hear the commotion all the way from here. Thank the gods it was late at night. That does sound tricky. It'll quiet down eventually. Don't worry about it too much. I think he'd spill names just like that. I'd heard a similar commotion during the day, actually. This sure is a lively city at night. I've got a feeling we'll finally get some answers. They won't let us do that. Shooting was outside the city, nothing to worry about. Hey, out of the way, I'm busy. I came here with my boyfriend, then he went and disappeared while I was looking at souvenirs. Damn it, Danny, where'd you go? Well, that sucks. Daddy, it's an octopus-shaped wiener. Cute, alright, stop playing with your food and eat. And remember, we're getting up early tomorrow for the summer festival. And that's a repeat. What do you want? Seen some crazy people coming in and out of town recently. I have too. I think they might even be from a high-ranking Jaeger Corps. I don't want any trouble. Once our stuff's ready, let's just get out of here. Better be safe than sorry. Interesting. Got a bad feeling about those high-ranking Jaegers. Is Ash not with you? Oh, right, he's a student now. Guess he shouldn't be wandering out at night. I didn't even care before he started going to school. It's really shaping up, though. Ash isn't with you now? Did he get kicked out of the gang? That actually might be better for you. He stands out around here. Good or bad, there's probably more to be found without him. Best luck to you, know. And out of curiosity, he is still staring at the exact same 2 pages. Dude. Hey there, put the kids to bed so you can have yourself a beer? Something like that. The night brings in as much fun as it does danger. I'm sure you got nothing to worry about, but still. Hey there, Pops, you look well. Brazer's here too? Guess the festival's coming up. I had a hunch given that Ash returned. Are you saying wherever that kid goes, trouble follows? Have you heard from our resident delinquent? He's something alright. He's going up against mobsters and fought off thieves who came here during the Civil War. Just does whatever he wants, but still I like him. Seems to be popular around here in his own way. And people are constantly trying to recruit him. Why do you choose Thor's branch campus of all places? Oh no, no one knows what he's thinking. Guess that's what makes him so dangerous. Either way, we should keep a close eye on him. I'll do that. That punk is famous around here. Looks after the ones he cares about, but no one knows what he's thinking. Never gets in over his head. He attracts trouble, but that's what I like about him. As a bracer, I'm not really happy about that. So I can't get Genbu just yet. I got the Petrify 3, but I'm missing, I think, 1 more Poison 2. Okay, let's look at my blind quartz real quick in case I want to get the other one. Oh man, I need more than just that. Oh well. Sleep 2. So I... Oh wait, that's blind I was looking for. Crap. Yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. Trying to remember who that was. And no one's here to shut up Barracuda. Now let's fly off to our dream world again tonight. Wait, Rick, we need to do our thing first. I love you, Mary Shell. I love you, Rick. And that's all they're gonna say for the rest of the night, I guess. I swear, this town's going to the dogs. It's always so rowdy at night. And I don't like it, not one bit. Now get out of here, I need to go to bed. So he's gonna start complaining about those damn kids and their loud music, I imagine. Can't get into Ash's place to rummage through this stuff. Is that supposed to be light from a window or something? That seems really weird. Yeah, I don't know. Me? I'm making envelopes. My husband's income isn't enough to take care of all of us, so I work a few side jobs. I want what's best for our baby, after all. Kind of expected to find the priest there in the casino, you know? Nights in Raquel do not pass quietly, and that's putting it mildly. People even come running here in the middle of the night. I can count the number of times I've gotten a good night's sleep on one hand. Well, if you can't beat them, you know. Oh, you're Ash's. Yes, I'm his instructor. Instructor, is Ash doing well? Well, I know that he's doing well, but I can see that you're worried. Seems you've known him for quite a while. Not that long. I only came here just before the Civil War. But as you may know, Ash is like that. He doesn't really take care of himself. It's been a while since he lost his mother. I'm glad he made it into a prestigious school, but at the same time I'm worried because I can't keep an eye on him. Wow, he's a lucky guy. I understand, I have similar worries. But he seems to be enjoying school. He'll find his way someday. All I can do is guide him in the right direction. I see. I'm a little relieved. Thank you, instructor. Speaking of which, were you looking for info on Jaegers? Do you know something? I actually saw some Jaeger-type people come into town today. They wore normal clothes, but they seemed a little different. I see. Do you know where they may have went? That I don't know. But it looked like they were heading out of town. Sounds like they aren't staying here. Because if they were, they would be with the beautiful ladies all night. Well, an embarrassed sister is just so... Ignoring what my colleague said. Thank you, that was very helpful. Really? I'm glad I could help. Please update me about how Ash is doing from time to time. Of course. See you later, cute sister. We already talked to him. Let's get out of here. It's only a matter of time till the roof drops down on us. It's a lot of places and people, man. Hi there, want to watch a fun show with me? The main theater here is just the best. I just know you'll love it. A show, you say? That's not a bad idea. How about we go to the casino after? Would you join us? You know it. Yeah, I'm in Raquel. I should be watching every show I can get tickets to. Tonight's gonna be so much fun. Shall we get going then? Welcome to the most dazzling stage you'll ever lay eyes on. Indeed, the Turandot Theater is the only place to be. We've got shows every night. And it's real popular with ladies too. Please come on in. I tested my luck in the casino, in which you would not believe how it went. I won 100,000 mirror in a high-stakes game of roulette. Gonna have some real fun today. Just kidding. He actually lost 100,000. I don't look it, I used to be a sniper in the army. Never missed a single target. No one could get away. Poor guy's completely wasted. No one up here. Hello there, what'll it be? Good evening, I'm looking for something that's not on the menu, preferably you. Sorry, Julia, she's always like this. Are you two acquainted? Then why haven't you introduced me to her? Why would I? I've been coming here for a while. Sarah saved me once. If she's the one asking, I'll answer anything. Well, you seem to know why we stopped by. That certainly makes things easier. Regan explained their circumstances to Julia and asked about the Jaegers. So it was the Jaegers you were investigating. I didn't want Ash involved in something so dangerous, that's why I didn't say anything earlier. Alright then, two big shots were here just the other day. The Sanguine Ogre and Blitz from the Red Constellation. Shirley, Orlando, and Gareth. We ran into Shirley in St. Arc. I didn't think she'd be here. Lovely. Let's just hope the duo's on vacation. I do see the Red Constellation drinking here from time to time, but it's been a while since I saw them last. You be careful too, Sarah. Everyone knows Ash around here. He's always been like a kid brother to me. I'd hate to be the one to put him in danger, but I know something. The Sanguine Ogre and Blitz from the Red Constellation have been coming in and out here. You be careful too, Sarah. Where are all the hot guys around here? Hey you, you're not bad looking. How about you make a trip to my club? I'm okay.
There's a treat for the eyes waiting every which way I look.
Can't resist any girl you see, can you?
You think she'd chill once she graduated, but she's somehow worse.
My, you are just oozing good fortune today. And when accompanied by a beautiful woman carries luck into it, why not test it out here? I know this place. It's a famous members-only casino. Let's come back later. So he admits he wants to go inside. The casino's really popping tonight. It'd be such a waste if you weren't in on the fun. I wanted to go to the club, but I can't. Quite alright though, I'll just head to the casino instead. It's really too bad, Daddy, but there's still plenty of fun to be had tonight. I'm so sorry, but we're currently holding a private party. Would it be any trouble at all to come back later? So it looks like the only place left is over there. It'll be a little faster to warp there from McEnroe's. Turn the camera. There we go. Hello, handsome. Oops, you already got escorts for the night. No, they aren't escorts. Don't let him get you down. I've never seen a beauty like you. Care to spend the night with me? Really? Angelica, what is wrong with you? Anyway, guess I'll be the one to ask. Sarah asked the young lady about the Jaegers. They come by the club sometimes, yeah? We have a VIP room they usually like to use, and we don't mind them either. Last week we had 3 of them swing by. The owner said they belonged to Zephyr. There we go. 3 of them, then they must be... I haven't seen them since. Maybe they went to another club? Still, this is good to know, thank you. By the way, you should have a little more confidence in yourself. A flower like you is always the most vibrant when in bloom. Okay, I'll work my hardest. Why are you trying to recruit more girls for your fan club? What an unexpected source. Yeah, the nightlife here sure brings its share of surprises. Let's go over everything we know somewhere else. Jaeger Corps are in the city, but that's the most I've got. Dogger, Zephyr, Red Constellation, it's almost like they're on rotation. That Purple Corps is the most mysterious of them all. They may have never set foot in Raquel. Instructor? You got something in mind? No, I'm just mulling over the possibilities. Could be anyone. Enhanced Jaegers from the Society, a squad from the Intelligence Division in disguise, or even a disbanded escort fleet. Yeah, I heard the government's going to be forcing the Silver Whale to disband. They're disbanding actual Sea Jaegers? It'd be nice if we had something more decisive. Like from a person who's in direct contact with them, someone with connections. You think anyone like that exists? If you mean an informant, then you have your pick of the litter in Raquel. Yeah, we ran into one earlier today. I think he might have contact with Nidhogger. I shouldn't have drank this much. Well, I don't make this mirror this good every day. Gotta use it while I still got it. If only Nuit Blanc was open. I can still test my luck at the casino. Hey, nice to see you again. I'm sure the drinks you bought with that mirror selling out in Ash tasted real good. What are you saying, Ashen Chevalier? Whoa, you're the Purple Lightning and you're from House Ragnar. Yes, we met a few times before. How do you know who I was just from my face? You're just a hell of a source of a mirror for me. You're both so beautiful. I'm sure I'd give anything to get to know you better. What? Is that a super hot babe staying naked right over there? Huh? Oh, I am not about to fall for... Where's she? Where? Damn it. After him. I still don't see a naked girl anywhere. He is such a snake. You two, don't fall for the oldest trick in the book. Sorry, you got me for a split second. That was a horrible attack on my very soul. Anything goes now. thieves? What are you? Go back to flirting with each other. Sorry, I'm from the Bracer Guild. Excuse me. Ciao, kitty. Hey, Mary Shell. My dentures! Crap. Looking good. Here you go. Check it out, he wasn't even in that building. I finally lost him. Time to go back to the hideout and lay low for a bit. Hey, it's Claire.
Mirror device, activate!
She's hot.
This is a surprise.
Is that a mirror device?
Huh. So you're in town.
Yes. Off duty, of course.
Major Claire!
Nice. You sure look good in civilian clothes.
Good evening, Rain. And to you two as well, Sarah, Angelica. I stopped your perpetrator here, but maybe I overdid it a tad?
Nah, he'll be fine. After that, everyone went to the pub near the station and traded information over dinner. So it's not related to the RMP? Correct. I have some personal matters to attend to, so I'll be returning to the capital tomorrow. I'm in the city to enjoy some leisure time at the casinos and theaters. Yeah, right, that doesn't sound like you one bit. More like you're here on your own to follow up on the Jaegers. To help out the branch campus or Milliam, I'm sure. Major, a sullen frown upon the lips of a woman is beautiful in its own way. Yet I would much rather see your stunning smile. Stop hitting on her. I understand the government's intent. As long as the branch campus is here, however, the government doesn't have any reason to worry about the state of Lemaire province. I know you're on break, but what would you say to cooperating on this matter? Reen? You're right, now isn't the best time to work separately. Tomorrow is the start of the Imperial Provincial Council too, so it'd be nice to have some help. I'll tell you what the RMP currently has on file. In return, tell me what you know, is that fair? Fair enough. To start, a few members of Zephyr are hanging around. Through our Constellation 2, they've got about a medium-sized crew. Seems like that one enforcer from the society brought them here with her. Yeah, surely the Sanguine Ogre. From what we understand, the Red Constellation was spotted a few days ago. Zephyr, on the other hand, has been spotted more frequently. We also have reason to believe the Red Constellation is camping nearby, and the same for Needhogger and an unidentified group of purple Jaegers. So, even you don't know who they are? Hard to imagine the Intelligence Division drawing a blank. I'm sure the Intelligence Division already knows. I believe they just won't tell anyone outside of a specific circle. What I can confirm is that they have no relation to the Silver Whale. In fact, it's more likely they were hired as Marquis Ballad's and Kleist Co's private company. I see. So Hugo's family is involved in this. Well, Kleist & Co has become a real powerhouse in recent years. Marquis Ballad has been known to do whatever he pleases. Supposedly he's pushing to become the next Duke Cayenne. I noticed he's been giving orders to Brigadier General Bardius as though he owns the man. So that's one of the reasons the canyon has gone neglected. Bet the Imperial government would just love to use that so they can swoop in and start barking out their own orders. Just like they did in Sutherland. Would anyone mind if I summarize where we currently stand? We have 4 known Jaeger Corps roaming the area. The Red Constellation has connections to the Society. Someone we don't know is hired Jaeger. Zephyr, I mean. Then we have Nidhogger and an unidentified fourth core in purple. Let's put aside Zephyr's deal for a moment. Can you tell I'm actually trying to read something on the side? I should just ignore messages and focus on this for a little while. Have we confirmed if Nidhogger, the purple core, were also hired help? I'm almost certain Nidhogger is indeed hired help. But those purple Jaegers, they feel like they had some kind of obsession. Passion like that comes from something more personal than a contract. Zephyr and the Red Constellation were opposing each other in Sutherland. If the purple Jaegers and Nidhogger are similarly in opposition, then could there be some teamwork going on? Some enemy of my enemy is my ally deal? It would explain why Zephyr and the Red Constellation have been moving. They could be waiting for their opening act of sorts, so to finish. That's a good way of putting it. Maybe we should look into this a little more. Don't forget our earlier lead. I didn't know the Icy Maiden was with you. I won't run or hide anymore. Do your worst. Give me a break. I'm gonna turn you into the guild. I could turn you into the guild, you know. But we'd rather ask you some questions. If you don't like that, we can also let Brigadier General Bardius of the Naval Fortress keep you company. You make for some prime suspicious activity when the Imperial Provincial Council is about to take place. I can escort him to the RMP, in which case interrogation will take place in Ordis or the capital's HQ. And Reen will just beat the guy up a bit. Fine, I just need to spill, right? It's not like I got anything good to share. Then share it. I am an informant. I just can't give it to you. If you really want it... What do you want? Mira, new info? I want all three of you to step on me. How could I? That old man was a real perv. I'm sure he would have been thrilled to see you in your uniform and boots, Major. That's not something I feel comfortable knowing. At least his fetish worked to our favor? We know where to go next. The high-end club, Nuit Blanc, and members-only casino Alicia. The two places where Zephyr and the Red Constellation were spotted. It's worth noting that Nuit Blanc used to have other clubs in the capital and Crossbell. Thought the name sounded familiar, I just couldn't place it. I don't know what Nuit means offhand. I'm not gonna sit here and think about it. They were once owned and operated by the Red Constellation for some extra cash. And I'm sure those were some squeaky clean storefronts. The rights were sold after the Civil War before the military could seize them. Maybe worth looking into the chance they're still connected. They have a private event running at the moment, but we can still go back later. Alright, so we'll go into the club and play with a few girls, chat them up. Then we'll swing by the casino and ask the bunny girls to be my new cuddle bunnies. You are way too used to playing around. Well, I'm in favor of hitting the club first. How'd you like to accompany us, Claire? I'd be happy to. I'm not used to exploring the nightlife, so if one of you could show me what it's all about, Sarah or Angelica. That's all I ever wanted, my dear. Come, we'll have ourselves a champagne tower. Hey, don't let me in with her. So now I need to find accessories for Claire, or what? As Claire joined the trio, they agreed to begin around 8 p.m. The night was certainly going to prove an interesting one. Yep. So we get Angelica's note. Crusader 2+1. And we'll give her this one. Clydo. Hold on, Sarah just gave this to us, didn't she? Her I can move around. Okay, my Clydo is better than hers. for that. And we'll give her that. Actually, Mewtwo, Crystal Edge. She doesn't have a lot of spell variety, does she? We'll give her Beowulf. Marginally better. Thing is, I'd like to get rid of this and this. Okay, I don't think I need to talk to everyone all over again, at least I hope. So there's something at the mart. Yang, something's wrong. He left the Clay Mall a long time ago. Yeah, with the negotiations happening so late, it's only about an hour away by orbital car. It shouldn't take him this long. Seems like something happened. Reen, you want to check it out? You don't even need to ask. Is something wrong? I saw you guys earlier today. We're with the military academy. We came here for our field exercises. I'm technically a bracer. What's going on here? A bracer? I haven't seen one of you in a long time. I'd heard that students from the branch campus of famous military academy had come here for field exercises. You're close. We're affiliated with them. If there's anything we can do to help, would you mind telling us what's going on? Well, my brother, the manager here at Ikaros Mart, hasn't come back yet. He went to Ordis to talk business with the new mall. Should have been back by now, but we're afraid he might have gotten into an accident. Stop, Yang. I see, understood. It is getting late. This is worrisome. From Ordis to here, that's quite a distance. We need to continue our investigation, but we'll let you decide, Reen. Would you allow us to help? Though, considering the circumstances, I don't know how much help we can be. Thank you. We've been fighting a lot lately, but he is my friend and her immediate family. Alright, leave it to us. Now that's decided, let's go. Yeah, to the west gate, right? Knight Rider started. Well, there goes the sun. I know there are orbit lights out here, but this isn't going to be easy. Let's first check and see if the truck made it to the canyon road. Once we get closer, we can contact the field exercise camp. Damn it, give me a break here. Man, if only Yang were here right now. Maybe it won't take us as long as I thought. Sounded like that voice was just off the road. And some sort of trouble. What are we waiting for? Let's find him. Am I imagining things? I swear I felt another presence. Oh man, he is way out there.
Let's get going.
Yes! Let's go! Now let's get going!
The moon is so beautiful.
Beautiful, she says. It's like the night was made for the two of us.
Or not. Try not to forget why we're here.
Crud, I went the wrong way. Okay, we'll go this way.
Looks like a toughie. Stay on your toes.
Okay.
Now let's get going!
Before I forget. Okay, she does have those. Orbit-wise, Court, Zephyr, Keeper, Beowulf. So I'm wondering if I should swap her over to this one. case you're wondering, this has Holy Breath. I can use Claire as a bit of like a support healer rather than... Yeah, we're gonna go that way. Damn old piece of crap. What am I doing blaming the truck? It's my fault for trying to cheap out on maintenance. Yang warned me and everything. Are you okay? Whoa, wait, who are you? I'm a bracer, the others are other things. We ran to your friend and sister at EcoSmart and they told us to find you. So here we are. Well, you're certainly getting me out of a bind. I was hoping to save my tires a bit of wear, so I tried to take a shortcut. That was all well and good till I hit a rock and my engine crapped out. Seriously? Driving out here at night is already dangerous, but going off-road is practically suicide. That's right, the lights aren't just guideposts, but a monster turned as well. The truck's not completely busted, is it? Maybe I can help. That presence again. Everyone, move. I dropped my guard. Below us. That's some sort of abyss worm. Must have been after the truck. Seems we're not getting out of here without a fight. Let's do this.
It's strong. Please be extra careful.
I won't let you!
Let's go!
Well, she blocked the status effect, even though I think Green's immune to it. So it's called Great Abyss, level 39, weak to wind. So actually I can use Claire as an offensive caster then, because I think she has at least one spell. Perfect order. This does the accelerate thing too, it's just cheaper than hers. I may do that. For the time being,
Let's
this
go!
one though.
Raging! I'm up! Ha!
It's my turn! How's this?
Break! An opening!
I got this!
Alright, Shine. I was wondering, what does that do exactly, but it's not what I was kind of hoping for. How weak... Poison, blind, blind is very, very hard to apply. The other one is seal. Seal is marginally easier.
Arcus, activate!
Yes!
So we have Mortal Mirage and Frigid Rain. Freeze is actually fairly decent application.
It's my turn!
Okay, so the card crapped out there. You missed Claire use that, but he just used a sleep status effect thing, or something that just throws status effects out. I'm not entirely sure. Angelica's down. Green's blinded. And I don't really want this turn to go to waste.
Get back!
Hut! It's my turn.
Two turns of sleep, one turn left of blind. That's gonna be bad timing.
Arcus, activate!
I've got you!
It's my turn.
Oh, she's sealed too. So at this point, I think I'll just Earth Pulse herself.
Ah!
I'm up!
It's my turn.
And I'm just gonna do Iron Will for
Form
the
up!
moment.
Iron Will formation!
So I need to rearrange things. Well, let's see. No, she can't very likely do it. Just gonna rearrange some of the links, but that's fine. We'll try Frigid Rain and actually show it this time.
Shatter!
Yeah!
I got this.
50% chance of seal. This would delay it somewhat. So that should consume its entire damn thing at this point.
I won't let you! I'll heal you!
And they won't give me the counterattack.
Thanks.
Let's do it!
So there's literally nothing she can do.
Let's go. How's this?
Break! An opening!
Yeah.
So these things have a lot of HP.
I'll shred you to pieces. Ah! Here's our chance. Everyone at once.
Understood!
Yes, ma'am!
Yeah.
I'm up!
So some of these did die.
Second form, Gale! Now!
This one's mine! Yes!
So she needs to jump through them in order for this to connect.
Now's my chance! Mortal Mirage!
It's my turn.
Shut! Now! An opening!
Yeah.
It's my turn!
So is he going to go a handstand?
Yes! Huh? Shatter! Now!
Here. Let's do it. I got this.
Okay, we just did this one. We'll do this one.
Now.
An opening! Let's go!
I'm not going to use Helix on him. Mainly because I'm kind of cheaping out here. But the freeze make... Nope.
Wait!
You missed.
Sleep tight, kittens.
So he gets a rule cannon, more CP upon gain damaged, 4 coral rings, 4 gelatins, and 1 steel bell. So I'm actually kind of glad he summoned all of his goons and made that a lot more profitable. That thing wasn't playing around. But between the 4 of us, it wasn't so bad. It didn't hurt that Reen was able to fight at his full strength. You're gonna make me blush. She must have noticed I was suppressing my powers before. Wow, that was incredible. Thank you for... Ah, hell, I don't think I can stand up. That's because you crapped your pants. Here, let me give you a hand. And I'll take a look at that engine. Lo and behold, it turns out the hamster just needed a break to catch its breath. After that, Angelica quickly repaired the engine, and everyone took the truck back to Raquel. I can't believe you took the back road at night. I always tell you this, and I don't want to say it again, but maybe it wasn't the best idea this time around. Yeah, I messed up. I wasn't well equipped either. Most importantly, I shouldn't have gone this late at night. Seriously, you let the sales manager take advantage of you. I mean, they do have momentum, so we should think about working with them moving forward. Yeah. But that would cause our sales for this month to... I mean... Thank you. If you hadn't come, I would have been swallowed whole. Oh no, you might have gotten digested a bit first when it spewed acid, but eventually, yeah, you would have been ingested. Thank you for saving my brother. I was expected of a bracer in a famous military academy. Thank you. I'm glad you're safe. And the damage to your truck doesn't seem that bad. I think this is a good lesson for you. Please be careful from now on. I would like to thank you too. Please accept this. Knight Rider complete. Celestial Balm EX, that's really nice. 3000 mirror from the campus. Glad Clark is fine. We've been fighting a lot lately, but he really is a nice guy. I'll talk to him, make sure he doesn't do anything crazy again. But if he stops doing crazy stuff, we'll go out of business. Glad my brother came home safely. Thank you all for everything. Please have a nice time today. Thank you so much. I don't know what would have happened if you never came here. I worried that about Yang and Kathy so much now that I'm feeling depressed. I won't push myself so hard anymore. I'm really going to talk to Yang about the future of the store. Right. Quartz. Oops, this one. So one reason why I like using the NPCs rather than Tita and stuff is because Tita talks, these guys don't. You don't have to put up with their chattering as you go from menu to menu. Ah, that sucks. I need 450 more. Yeah, I'm a little short. Confuse. I can make a confuse 2, but I don't know how many of those I have. It's actually right there. Just one. Cross Crusade, that requires the... I don't actually have this. Or no, I do have it, it's just not equipped. Actually, if we go down to... I have one in the inventory. Then again, that one is low priority. Big one being the Earth one. Oh well. So... we have to go over there. I try to stop by Raquel when I can. Sure, I like the casinos and all, but that's not what it's really about. It's about the juicy gossip around every corner. Look at you, sexy. Why don't you come play with us? No, I have no idea where my eyes are supposed to go. Okay, we saw them before. That's a repeat. Ouch, my face still smarts. This is the last time I spill, got it? I'm wringing mirror out of you next time. Okay, smack him again. He apparently didn't learn his lesson the first time. I'm in love. They were also handsome. Right? I'm so excited I could pass out. Please, you sound so dry about it. That's fun, I suppose. I was more into those gorgeous men than the actual performance. Weren't those actually women in drag, though? Let's say that was an adequate performance, well worth the price of admission. Or was that a different place that did that? Because I remember Muse talking a bit about it. Excuse me, could you escort us to the car? My wife has become overwhelmed after the show. Understood, sir. I shall prepare someone right away. The next show will be in an hour. Tickets are almost sold out. Get your tickets before they're gone. Where are all the hot guys? She makes a pass on Reen. He says no. I want to go to the club, but I can't. I'll go to the casino instead. So that's a repeat. So, 1 second. Okay, off camera I went and checked my monster book just to make sure that there weren't any, like, new entries that I missed, such as those abyss worms he summoned. I wanted to make sure that they were the same type as the ones I scanned before, and that was the case. The only thing for me to scan there was the giant worm, and he's done, so we're good to go forward. I don't have to reload. Next on the list is New Block. This definitely looks the part of a high-end club. I expect they have a fine selection of both wine and women. Okay, enough of the sparkling eyes. It's my first time visiting an establishment like this. How about we start by asking the staff some questions? Is Ash here already? Look at that, someone's leaving. Hey, it's Blood. That year 1176 Grand Chardonnay was divine. He's here? What's Marquis Blood doing in Raquel? Thank you for choosing us as your hosts yet again. We look forward to your next visit. It was an absolute delight, my good man. I think that there is intentional. It's supposed to be him slurring his words in his drunken stupor. I shall be back tomorrow once all that crap has been dealt with. And when I do, you may shout from the rooftops that this here is the Duke's favorite place to be. You honor us. Please take care on your way back to Ortis. Of course. That guy is supposedly the next Duke Cayenne. Shouldn't he be preparing for the Imperial Provincial Council? He was. Contrary to his behavior, I've heard he has proven himself to be an excellent businessman. He turned quite a profit investing in the construction of a plant from the Reinford Company. That's a surprise. It's about the only good thing he's known for. As the temporary family head, he's mostly known him for abusing his power. We'll be preparing the club now for all customers. Try to have everything ready by 9 p.m. Yes, sir. I need to fix my makeup. Excuse me. Good evening. Were you hoping to come inside? I'm afraid we just finished hosting a private party. We'll need a bit more time to prepare for our reopening. That's too bad. I was hoping to play. Do you host private events often? Not particularly. The Marquis just happens to be a frequent customer. I can never provide many details as part of our privacy policy, but he's been coming every day recently. Every day? Any useful information will be hard to come by. How should we even broach the subject of the Red Constellation? Now, may I ask you something, sir? Are you the Ashen Chevalier, Mr. Ian Schwarzer? Wow. You surprised me. I was hoping it wouldn't be as easy to recognize in the dark. I developed a good eye since I started working here. You also stand out when accompanied by such lovely faces. Might I presume, then, that you have some interest in our old management? That obvious, huh? Wait a minute. Are you going to tell us about the ogre and her little entourage? You could take it that way, I suppose. The last time they were here was a few days ago. They're missing the article there. They should be long gone from Raquel by this point. Oh, that's a shame. Thanks for cutting right to the chase. Is this an admission that they're still affiliated with this location? Not in the least. They were only here to give their regards. I just thought I'd save you a bit of time. It would please me if you returned next time as a customer. It would be both an educational experience for you and a joy to our hostesses to serve one of your status. Quite the businessman. You can count on me to come back. Excuse us. We now know for certain that Nieuwe Blanc was once a source of income for the Red Constellation. It's hard to say if they're still affiliated, but that manager from my perspective was sincere. I don't believe he was lying either. What would be the point for him? So we should put the Red Constellation investigation on hold. I think so. We're short on time, so let's move on. Next, the members-only casino Alicia, which had information on Zephyr. Alright, ready when you are. Being tired of looking at her.
Ready.
So... Oh, it's right here. I was thinking, like, where'd they send me? Here's where Zephyr was last spotted. In we go, then. Welcome to Alicia. Would you care to show us your membership card? I knew we'd need a membership card. What's this? New customers. Why not register with us? It's only 1,000 mira per person. If one of you registers, you can also bring friends as guests. Not a bad price, alright, I'll register. Please, Reen. Allow the RMP to cover. It's fine, he's all grown up. Let Reen show off a little for us. Oh, certainly. How is getting a card showing off? I'll get you set up right away. After a simple registration process, Reen received his membership card. Aw man, they actually cost us 1,000 mira? That sucks. Let's get out of here before people see us crying on the streets. Judging from the time, this is probably going to be my last investigation of the night. Is there any last minute stuff I need to check up on in the city? Let me see if anything new has appeared on the map. Yes. Your lordship, I told you drinking so much would be dangerous. Not as dangerous as you're driving. Here comes the next wave. I don't want to go anywhere near that. We should avoid attracting any attention. Come on. Aw, man. I was hoping you could at least speak to the guards and see them cry about their jobs or something. So just to double check, that is everything. We're good. Coming in? We've got 4 guests coming right in. This is really nice. Tell me about it. It's certainly right at home in the city of entertainment, and look at how crowded it is. It's a shame we don't have time to play tonight. There's always next time. Did you get yourself a membership already? You're really gonna come back, huh? Anyway, this is where Zephyr was last spotted. Be careful. Right. Welcome, you can exchange mirror for coins here. We can't afford to play around right now. Maybe I'll play when I've got a minute to myself. Red, red, come on, red. It's been black 7 times in a row, next one's gotta be red. Reference to the Gambler's Folly. Hello there, would you like to play? You can make 100,000 mira in a single night, you know. 100,000 mira? And I presume someone here has. Indeed, it was just last year. We had a common individual, I shall call them walk in with more luck than most would dream of having. They held fast to one rule: don't leave the city with a single mira in their pocket. And so they spent everything they won and more in the club that night. That being said, they were truly in a state of regret upon waking the next morning. What a lame ending. I agree, it would have made for a better story if they had no regrets. I'm sure most have come across their share of regrets thanks to liquid courage. Not every day you hear of someone blowing that much at a casino. This might be a good story for Monk. Okay, Monk. Yeah, this actually does constitute dirt. Welcome, would you like to play a card game? We're playing blackjack here. This is pretty fun. I might be better at this than you. I don't know about that. You can't say you've won until the game is over. Looking for something? If you can't find it here, there's still the second floor. So nothing on the books. Bold words. That was just chance. If you insist, then sure, let's have ourselves a match. You there, youngster. How about a game? Let's make this interesting. Bring it on. One thing I should also mention about blackjack is one of the common mistakes people make is they think they're playing against the other players when they're actually playing against the house, and they do all sorts of stupid stuff. Luckily, that guy shouldn't have that problem, be the only one there. The trip to Crossbow last month was fun. Now what should we do for tonight? Marjorie, I brought us some extra special wine. I do love a good wine. The customer right here is in the midst of a high-stakes game. His bet was massive, and if he wins, he'll have more money than he'll know what to do with. Think he'll pull it off? No. Hey, is that Rick and what's-her-face? No. This win could mean 500,000 Mira. Let's go, Lady Luck. My husband is amazing at Baccarat. Good luck, honey, you can't lose. I don't remember how you play Baccarat. I think it's the lowest hand wins or something like that. It's coming, I feel it. Triple sevens. Poor man, victim of the one-armed bandit. Welcome to Alicia. We are a luxury casino that prides itself on being members only. If there's anything I can assist you with, please let me know. For being a members-only casino, I'm surprised there isn't a dress code. In case you're wondering, that's very common in places like Monaco. Oh man, your knockers are freaking huge. You two want to have some fun with the real man? Sorry, but I'm not into drunks. Excuse me, I must be going. Besides, both of these ladies and their knockers belong to me. What? This is ridiculous. I just love a man who smells like Mira. Everything they say enchants me. Wonderful, the place is packed. I'm a business owner, you see. I always try to bring my partners out to nice places like this. Welcome, would you like any drinks? Good luck. This slot machine's my favorite one in the joint. If I play this one, I just can't stop winning. Don't tell anyone, though. Okay, Claire, that's your cue. Shoot the thing up so she can't play it anymore. So... we can see the Zephyr guys there. I was wondering if something triggered as soon as we got close. That's some crowd over by the poker table. Should we take a look? The only thing I remember seeing on my way here was just the dealer, so... let's check the poker table. Excuse me. They're playing draw poker?
Oh yeah, this hand's a beaut.
Well, ain't this a bitch? I messed up. Say, is it too late to back out on that bet?
That's unbecoming of the king, you know.
Oh, low blow.
All right, dealer, let's get this show on the road.
If you would, gentlemen, please show your hands.
Full house, read 'em and weep. So if you don't know what that is, it's 3 of a kind with a pair. Sorry, 4 of a kind. So his are 4 4s, it looks like. What? For the love of ideas, you gotta take it easy on this old fart. I might have played you a little too hard on this one. A royal flush. Oh? You gotta be kidding me. Well, you certainly know how to bluff. You've won all the chips on the table. Sorry, but let me have this one. Still got it, boss. You had to have been cheating, right? Where were you, Zeno? I thought traps were your thing. You're young. You can bounce back from a loss or two. What do you say? How about the winner buys losers a drink? Damn it, get off your high horse. aren't you...
Well, hey, nice to see you again. Where'd I see you before? Sutherland? You're a sight for sore eyes, Purple Lightning.
Yeah, good to see you, Jaeger King. I'm amazed you can greet us so casually. If he's the Jaeger King, then he's Fee's... You would be the head of Zephyr, correct?
Long time no see, Icy Maiden.
Have I seen this other one around somewhere before?
You'd make any man jealous being surrounded by such beauties. All right. What do you say we take this little chat to that lounge by the corner? That is what you came here for, isn't it?
Yes, please. What? You didn't order a drink? The night is still young. Don't be shy about the price. It's all on me. Easy for you to say. Thanks for the offer, but we're in the middle of work. Not to mention I don't have the balls to get drunk in front of you guys. Suppose it never hurts to be cautious. You're gonna make me cry. And what, might I ask, brings a daughter of one of the 4 great houses in the Icy Maiden to me? I'm not here in any official capacity. It'd be a waste to not enjoy Raquel's nightlife after coming all the way to La Mer. Fair enough, take a load off then. By the way, I always wanted to thank you for taking care of Fee. That's not something you need to thank us for. We were classmates, of course I'd help her. Fee decided on her own to join Class 7 and become a bracer. If you've got time to thank us, then why not go talk to her? You don't mince words, do you? It does sting a little. Still, as we told you on the Pantagruel, we appreciate you looking after her. Alright, do you mind if we get back to business? You're not going to pretend it's some coincidence we saw you here, right? What are you helping the Black Workshop with? This is really nice. You don't mince words either, I like that. Why not ask a little more then? Aren't you curious about what you saw in Sutherland? That shadow. Sure, I'm curious, but will you give me an answer? Not for free. We Jaegers aren't ones to just talk to anyone. He's reaching for a piece. Get down! Cards. How about we play this? What is that? Is that a Vantage Masters deck? I think it is. What have you been playing recently? Here's the real game. If you beat all of us, we might be inclined to let you in on what you want to know. That's all we have to do? You sure are a real piece of work. Boss, I'm not going to back you up if you complain later. We should always give the young a fighting chance. Besides, the reward is always sweeter when you take it by force. So how about it, Schwarzer? That's fine, I don't mind telling you. But taking your spoils by force is the Jaeger's way through and through. Is that okay with you? Like father, like daughter. If that's what you want, I accept. I've played Blade, so I know so if it's easy to pick up, I'll join in. The only problem is if I need to make my own deck from scratch. If only this were blackjack or poker. We can't make this too easy for you, Major. I've got 2 of the same deck. Seems fair enough we use an identical set, yeah? I would say so. Let me be the judge for this. We need someone to look out for cheating. Do as you like. I'll play 1 then. I'll play 2. How should we do the matchups? I'll go against the Purple Lightning. Then I'll take the Icy Maiden. Guess that leaves me and you. Now, don't bare your fangs just yet. Save those for the game. Angelica confirmed the decks were indeed identical before allowing the games to begin. For a second there, I thought they were actually going to make us play. I'll play Transmute. I'm telling you, you don't want to use that card just yet. You're good. I'll use my Blaze to power up and do 6 points against the Master. That was a strong move. How are you two holding up? They're both good, but the other side's pushing hard. Come on now, focus more on your own game. You don't want to miss what I'll do next. I activate the Kyria Bell card, damage to all. Can't lose here.
You all suck.
What?
What on earth?
Just what are you all doing here?
We're here to rescue you again.
Took us long enough to find you.
Hey, I remember you lot. See some new faces, too.
Nice to see you again, Black Rabbit.
What brings you guys here?
That's our line.
We came all this way to find you playing cards?
What do you do in a casino, Kurt?
Let's talk later.
Okay, then. Let me sub in for you, Valentine. I can turn your game around. You're doing subs? I know this game to some extent. I'm not quite as adept with complex calculations as you, Major, but would you mind if I took your place? Are you too serious? Yeah, I've hit my limit. It's true that they most likely know the game better than us. Do you take issue with the change? I don't personally. Nothing wrong with mixing things up. Let's see how you play. Are you two really sure? Well, this is an interesting turn of events. Let's say we start over with them. Why even offer when you're the one who's winning? You've been too focused on what your partners are doing. Doesn't make it as fun for me. Let's start fresh and take the game seriously this time. Alright, if you insist. I'll even let you play with your own deck if you want. I'm sticking with mine, of course. Should I keep using the Jaeger King's deck? Might stand a chance with my collection. I've been putting this deck together for a reason, damn it. Since you're fine with it, I'll go ahead and use my own deck. Good. Alright, ready when you are. Are they gonna be okay? I don't know, but what choice do we have? His opponent is none other than the Jaeger King. We'll simply have to wait and see. Good luck, kids. And to you as well, Reen. Alright, then let the rematch between Rutger and Reen begin. Here goes. Bring it. Like, part of me wonders if there's too much in terms of monsters in this deck and not enough in terms of magic. I'm gonna take him out and add... I think I'd rather have Blaze, to be honest. That can boost that and the Blix. Okay, let's begin. He has the Beast. Let's get the show on the road. I'm up first. Okay, we got the Daruma at least. So I get a crystal to start with, and of course it's back there. That was a lot of summons on one turn. How does he have... Yeah, I don't know how he has so much mana from the start. The important thing is the beast cannot act twice. That's actually fine. gonna go after this one. I don't know where that +1 is coming from for all of them. Okay, +1 for each of your Heaven Element cards in play. Yeah. And then I need to finish this off to force him to come out and attack. He used Blaze and can attack immediately. It's also ranged. Pick this off. Okay, that should be the end. That one can attack immediately. I'm actually going to power one of these. Pick him off. He's all about the heaven element, which is kind of ironic, seeing as he was restored to life, right? AP. The Master's been defeated. Reen wins. I won. Guess that does it. Yes. Congrats on the win. But Muse and Ash are still playing. What? That all you got? What the hell? 3 vanishes for 18 points? You're killing me. How long have you been holding on to those? Don't tell me you were... You ain't gonna say I cheated without proof, are you? It's just common sense to hold on to your best move till the very end. I like ya. And that's the end of my turn. And the end of the game, I lost. I'd say using Tide in round 3 saw to that. You did well to think so far ahead. I wouldn't go that far, I just happen to have good draws. So everyone won. Surprised they were all able to make a comeback. Each of them displayed an impressive amount of strategy. Ash probably cheated, but at least he's good enough to hide it. I'll be. Didn't think all 3 of us would slip up. Guess I really am getting old. Doesn't feel like we won. Not only did my students have to come in and save me, but you gave me a second shot when you were winning. Yeah, but a win's a win. I keep my promises.
Time for your reward. I'll answer a few questions for you. That thing I showed you is called Zector. Sorry, that's the most I'm gonna say on that one.
You mean the one we saw at Sutherland? Zector. Feels like a suitable name for a divine knight. Here's what else I want to know. Including Zephyr, I've noticed 4 groups in action. That makes you, the Red Constellation, Need Augur, and an unidentified group of Purple Jaegers. What's everyone's objective here? Keep it going, straight shooter. Figured you'd ask. Each corps has different objectives, but you could break it down to 2 sides. On one side you've got the Red Constellation and those Purple Jaegers. On the other side you got us and Need Augur. They were hired by the government. The government hired Jaegers? That does clear up some things. And the teams are about in line with what we expected. Just to make sure, Zephyr and Need Augur are on the same side, but you weren't hired by the government, right? Exactly. We've got similar interests, so we're choosing to back them up. I'll bet you already know who hired us. And you probably already know the Red Constellation is signed with the Society. Which brings us to what you don't know, the identity of the Purple Jaegers.
Surely you've realized who they are by now, Sarah Valentine. The dead soldiers who, even after losing the Northern War, couldn't throw their pride away. The deserters from the Northern Jaegers.
Huh? The Northern Jaegers.
Are they? They're a large-scale Jaeger Corps, which was based in the former North Ambria state.
I was afraid of this.
Sarah.
Hey, hold up!
We won, and you're not giving us jack besides a name and who's backing who?
What can I say? We're fine with letting a little secret slip out here and there. But you ain't earned more than that.
Something keeps triggering the copyright guard in my capture card, and that's why it's dropping, but you missed him say I think that's plenty for now.
Screw off.
So one of those looks like Blaze, but I can't tell what the other ones were.
I knew it.
I should have still been able to withstand that, just in case you're wondering.
I will say, though, those were some solid matches. See you again soon.
I also don't remember how many cards he had at the end of the match.
This was fun. Later.
Should the chance come, let's play again. Until then...
And he just left the cards? Look at his cards. That was his hand? He could have dealt lethal damage with this combination, and he would have been free to play them at the end. He was going easy on us. No, I'm pretty sure I could have withstood that. That goes here and this goes there, I see. What? Look at his master. Was he cheating too? I don't think he was. He's just that good. Well played, Jaeger King. As he said, a win is a win, we got some answers. Didn't sound like much, but what he said spoke volumes. You should be proud, Reen. You too as well, Muse and Ash. Thank you. No prob. Should have said it first, thanks for helping me. But you will explain why you were here and why you were in here and no, I keep messing this up. But you will explain why you were in a casino unsupervised, I'm sure. Oh dear, I've suddenly become lightheaded after such an intense match and cannot speak. Wait, we're only here because... Okay, we're just as guilty. At least they were able to help the instructor. Perhaps I should learn how to play Vantage Masters. You don't get a free pass just because you know how to play a card game.
Unacceptable.
You have acted without leave again and again. Why exactly did you feel it was necessary to chase after Instructor Schwarzer? We have no excuses. Indeed. Major, I've already given them a harsh warning. I think maybe that might be enough. Silence. This is my task as commanding officer. Disregarding the rules and sneaking out is unacceptable. To make sure that's clear, I'm going to drill it into your skulls from now till lights out. But staying up too late is terrible for my complexion. Hey, we're all wiped out, so could you just keep it short? It's a shame, but I suppose it is what it is. Hey, a little tough love every now and then might do him some good. Just feels wrong. I mean, they're the reason we got that info from the Jaeger King. You can worry about the punishment some other time. Right now we should be focusing on what we learned. Yeah. We're dealing with a branch of the Northern Jaegers, people of the Annex Northumbria. It's been half a year since the annexation at the end of the Northern War. Most of the Northern Jaegers were drafted into the Imperial Army. Still, a large number of them went AWOL. That's right, until now they were believed to have fled to the Midwest. Never thought we'd encounter them here in Lemaire, given that they were wearing new gear. Do you think the Society is backing them? They seem to be on the same side as the Red Constellation, so it's a possibility. Damn, this is turning into a real headache. By the way, anyone else surprised to hear that the Empire hired Nidogger? They didn't share that information with the RMP. But I hear that the Intelligence Division often hires Jaegers for their Black Ops. Lecter should be able to shine some light on that if we ask him tomorrow. That's enough, Revelt. You may be off duty, but it's not your place to collect classified government information. Try to remember that you are the foremost representative of the Railway Military Police. Forgive me. A message came in from HQ. I'm to be in Heimdall by sunrise. As for the rest of you, you may depart tomorrow morning. It's already late after all. Sheesh, I know it's his job to be stone-faced, but would it kill him to lighten up a little? It's pretty sweet when it comes to his students, really. It's true, he's stuck serving two masters, but he really does try. Seriously, you should have seen when he first started. He softened up quite a bit. Is that so? Okay, we shared the information we learned today with all the relevant parties. Instructor Sara, Major Claire, why don't you two take the guest room for tonight? Very well, thank you for your hospitality. That's our Toa, always ready for anything. You're too kind. Angie, why don't you bunk with me? Of course, I'm always happy to share your bed. Randy can fall asleep so quickly. They say it's proof you're a good soldier if you can sleep when you're told. I bet they've got a lot to talk about. It's the first time in a year they've seen each other, just like me and the rest of Class 7. The moon's out tonight. Maybe I'll go get some fresh air. I'll be leaving early tomorrow, so I need to make sure I'm not up too much longer. Okay, so... I don't know where Claire and Sara are. First order of business is secure this route.
Why are you...
Something like that.
Is there someone outside? These voices don't sound like students. Okay. This is gonna be tricky. I'm going to drop the save now. I received a request from, I think it was Crimson Striker. There's an order I have to talk to Claire and Sara in. Now the thing is, I don't know what that order is. So my solution is I'm going to talk to him one way, reload, talk to him the other way.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, you and George really saved my bacon that time.
Seems like things are going well, and no wonder they haven't seen each other for a year and a half.
Is that Reen I sense lurking out there?
Oh? Why don't you come in, silly?
Looks like I underestimated you. Angelica, that's my thing. Seems like you've really been sharpening your martial arts skills, huh, Angelica? Yeah, I went and visited a bunch of different schools that have connections to Taito. I think I pretty much packed my head full of Kung Fu by now. No wonder your movements are so sharp now. You were able to meet with your master again, right? The one who first taught you Taito? Yeah, he's from Calvert, so it's pretty hard to get over there to see him. But I was able to talk with him about quite a few things while I was there, so it was a good trip. Well, I don't really understand anything about martial arts, but were you able to finish your cross-continental motorcycle trip? Nah, I haven't been able to hit everywhere just yet. Went around Liberl, Ramafuria, Orid, Le Mans, and Arteria. Then from there I was able to make it to the central eastern part of the continent. But Eastern Zemuria is kind of a tough nut to crack. Eastern Zemuria? I've only heard stories. Seems like the desertification has gotten worse and there's less and less land where people can live. That's why there's been such an influx of immigrants moving into Calvert. Actually, Master Yoon, my teacher, is there right now. Is that so? Just what I'd expect from the founder of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. I asked the local guild branch out there, and they said it'd take me half a year to get to East by land. I was worried about what was going on at home here, too, so unfortunately I had to give up on heading that way. Master Yoon said something like that in a letter he sent me. The dragon veins are nearly depleted. Those were the words he used. Seems like they have a lot to deal with over there, too. If the Empire was in such a state, I would have loved to go there and help, too. I was actually talking about this with George, too. If it's even possible to use our technology to support Eastern Zemuria and stop the desertification there. Once things are finally settled and done here in the Empire, it might be something for us all and you guys from Class 7 to look into. Angie? You truly are something, Angie. But you're right, we've gotten help from a lot of people from other countries. So someday we have to make sure we're not just contributing to the Empire, but to the entire continent of Zemuria. Right? You gotta dream big. After that, Reen, Toa, and Angelica all reminisced about their school days together. Once they had finished their trip down memory lane, Reen bid them goodnight and left the room. So we got the Angelica note, and we can't go back inside, it seems. I'll worry about showering in the morning. Okay, Sarah, we're gonna try to run by. In case you're wondering, I want to leave her and Claire for last. Don't know where all the students are, though. They probably snuck off to go to a rave, didn't they? Meddling kids. Reen, can't get to sleep. Nah, just gonna resist the sight of that gorgeous moon or the calming sound of the waves.
That thing I showed you is called Zector. Sorry, that's the most I'm gonna say on that one.
Hey, Valimar, does the name Zector ring any bells? I feel as though I faintly remember that name. Yes, though only a small fragment, I remember something. 250 years ago, during the War of the Lions, Zector was the name of the divine knight piloted by the 6th Prince. Just as I thought. Lucius Rice and Arner. He was the pilot of the Palatinate Knight? No, he did not pilot the knight. The actual Awakener was the leader of a mercenary group hired by the prince. He was a crafty individual, but he lent the prince's power. I see, so there's even a parallel between him and the Jaeger King. But wasn't the Palatinate Knight destroyed by the Vermilion Apocalypse? Correct. As such, it's difficult to say whether the one you saw was the same one or not, but as long as the Black Workshop and the gnomes are involved, we can't rule anything out just yet. Yeah. Wish I at least knew whether they're friends or foes. Just because they're working against Ouroboros doesn't necessarily mean they're on our side. We'll simply need to pay close attention to their actions. If you come across any new facts, be sure to let me know. I may recall more information. Can do, thanks. Okay. So I don't know if I can sneak out the side door here and find out what's going on outside. But just to play it safe, you can see when I'm playing this. Crud, wrong thing. Door is locked. What's the matter? Can't sleep? Not exactly. It's just that there's so much going on I need to sort out all my thoughts. I know how that is. Reen, how's about you have a little drink with me before bed? Sometimes a little room to breathe is all you need to sort yourself out. Here, I'll pour you a bit. This stuff will really kick you in the teeth, so you should probably just dip your tongue in to start out. Whoa, you weren't kidding.
It's spiritus. Liquor from Northumbria. Said to be the strongest drink in the world. Guess it's kinda hard to get much stronger than 96% though, huh?
If I'd taken a normal sip of this, I'd already be on the floor. But the stinging of my tongue is turning a little sweet.
Right? I knew you'd be able to appreciate it. Never thought the day'd come when I'd get to talk with you over drinks like this. That new Class 7 of yours? They're a good bunch of kids.
Yeah, they've still got a long ways to go, though. I'm struggling as an instructor, too. Just wish I could guide them a little better.
They're all pretty unique kids, just like you guys were. But I know things will work out for you. I mean, come on. They were all so worried about you, they ran headlong after you.
I'm sure they had a bit of a push from a certain someone, though.
You already knew, didn't you? Who those purple Jaegers are.
Yes, what they said brought back some complicated feelings. At first I wasn't sure, but when I saw your reaction I knew.
That's so. Guess I've still got a ways to go myself in that case.
Back then, during the Northern War, I couldn't do a thing. I spent all my time getting rid of all the archaisms that were let loose on the city. All the higher-ups in the Northern Jaegers, the ones who worked with the Ouroboros, got away. If I'd captured them, Northumbria's government would have called for a ceasefire. I could have stopped the annexation.
That's a nice little scenario, Reen. But you know it's a load of bull, don't you? The annexation of Northumbria was done under the Imperial government's orders. Way I hear it, General Le Guin agreed to take the place over to keep the provincial armies from being disbanded. The outcome was decided from the start.
That's...
In the middle of that farce of a war, you managed to save the lives of tens of thousands of citizens. And the Jaegers you met today? I think they know that. But maybe it was impossible from the start. Fixing a country already being destroyed from within by Jaegers. You probably knew that too.
Who?
Whoopsie. Well, you see, he was... he was my first love.
Really?
Well, actually, he was the closest thing I had to a dad. Way back during the Northumbrian disaster, when the salt pail covered so much of the Principality in a storm of salt, a man took in an orphaned infant. He was a former colonel in the army, and one of the people who founded the Northern Jaegers. As soon as I was old enough to understand anything, I knew that Jaegers who came back with foreign currency were considered heroes. The man who raised me was one of the leaders of the Northern Jaegers, the heroes of our homeland. I looked up to my dad more than anyone. Wanting to be just like him, I joined a juvenile Jaeger Corps at the age of 10. After a few years of harsh training, I was admitted to the main corps at the tender age of 13. It was there that I experienced my first real battle. It was hell. A field of death, where lives are tossed aside to satisfy someone else's desires. There I lived, smoke and blood painted across my body. And there I stayed, eventually becoming the Jaeger known as the Purple Lightning. But after a while, it reached a point where I couldn't take it anymore. When I was 18, I was assigned command of a squad. We had a mission near Erebonia, fighting some proxy war on behalf of the nobles. The enemy was Needhogg. My squad was destroying them, but just when we thought victory was ours. Our efforts to avoid dragging any civilians into the fight left us open to a counterattack. We got hit hard. And then my dad showed up and saved me. Even though he was serving as the commander for the entire corps, he came to our rescue and suffered a fatal injury for it.
Do you see now? This is the fate of all Jaegers. You must think long and hard on whether you wish to continue down this path.
It could have been because he was once part of the Principality's army, but he was quite the gentleman. Now that I think back, he never seemed to like the fact that I became a Jaeger. Anyway, he left me with those final words and passed away in my arms. I screamed and screamed until my voice gave out, until I passed out from utter exhaustion. When I woke up, I was in an Imperial Army camp.
Was that when Instructor Beatrix treated you?
Yeah. Apparently they were there to check on the damage caused by all the Jaegers fighting. Neidhart and Mueller-Vander, who were both second lieutenants back then, were there too. They told me the battle had been over for a while, and all my comrades had already packed up and left for home. Hadn't even thanked them before rushing back to my hometown. And what greeted me when I got there were celebrations and congratulations from my friends and the townsfolk. We had lost my father, but we won the war we were hired for. The nobles had given us an enormous pile of Mira. That meant we wouldn't die of starvation during the coming winter. I was relieved, but my tears just wouldn't stop. In order to save my hometown from poverty, I covered myself in the smoke of war and the blood of innocents in foreign lands. Seeing the smiles on the faces of everyone in town and knowing the cost cut me deep. It was right then that I decided to quit being a Jaeger and leave my hometown. I joined up with the Bracer Guild, knowing I could put my combat skills to work and make some decent Mira if I hit A rank. That way I could send some money back home. Money that wasn't stained with blood.
I finally understand the true origin of your strength and kindness.
I'm not strong or kind, but I think I've finally started to get closer. Little by little. Closer to being like the man I admired so much. My dad. My commander. And my first love.
Sara. But it makes sense now. No wonder you fall for all the silver foxes.
Yeah? No getting around the fact that I've got myself the daddy of all father complexes. But you know, lately I found myself attracted to some younger guys.
Huh?
You got me talking too much. You don't watch yourself, you could make a real dangerous womanizer. Well, with that, I bid you good night and sweet dreams.
This wasn't all some dream, right? Oh well, I'll just assume I've been tricked by fairies on the eve of the summer festival. Seems like there's someone there. Should I check? So now we get Claire's scene.
That's enough, Claire. Though you have the Chancellor's protection, your actions today are only going to come back to bite you.
You don't understand, Michael. Show
Who's
yourself.
That was careless of me. Forgive me, I didn't mean to overhear. Reen. Schwarzer, I don't appreciate your eavesdropping. I've said my piece, but I advise you to really think this over. Unless you want what happened 10 years ago to shackle you forever. I'm really sorry, I just came up for some air. I've got an early morning tomorrow, so I should probably... Reen? Can we talk just for a little while? I want to continue our previous conversation. And we might as well do it in the light of the moon. Of course, you can tell me anything.
Michael Major Irving is my cousin. He was born Michael Revelt.
I see now. You two do seem rather close.
We were, once. But 10 years ago, he took his mother's surname and abandoned the name Revelt. It was after I had the man who took my family away executed. That man was my uncle. His father.
What happened?
Perhaps you're familiar with the Revelt Company? They're known for making musical instruments. Well, they were originally located in St. Arc. My father was the president, and my uncle the vice president. The company was doing well, but more importantly, our family was happy. Until an horrible car accident. There weren't many of them on the roads back then. A stolen truck crashed into us. Then its driver disappeared into the night. In the end, they never found him. It became a cold case. My parents and my little brother died in that accident. But by some miracle, I survived, and my uncle's family took me in. After my father's death, my uncle took control of the company. Though I was grateful to him for taking me in, I couldn't help but ask myself, why was I the only one to survive? Soon after that, while looking through my father's things, I found the account books. Flipping through them, I noticed something strange. The Revelt Company prided itself on offering high-quality, carefully crafted instruments at an affordable price. But certain entries showed unbelievable spikes in profits. I had a feeling something was wrong, so I looked a little deeper. Each account book I read put things in starker relief. At last, I realized what my uncle had been doing right under my father's nose. He was making a fortune selling cheap, mass-produced instruments from abroad under the Revelt Company name. He even had the gall to commission a product he could sell as maestro class to scam people out of even more money. I knew Father must have noticed his brother's wrongdoing and planned to question him. But before he could, the accident took his life. When I confronted my uncle about this, he was surprisingly candid. You've got no proof. And if you did have any, I've got several powerful nobles ready to back me up should it come to that. Even if you talk, the most suspicious part of that accident is that you're the lone survivor. Good luck getting anyone to listen to you. I was angry, yes. But more than that, I was heartbroken. I didn't know what to do with myself. Until he showed up.
I was a friend of your father's in military school. I thought the accident seemed peculiar. Do forgive me for allowing you to suffer for so long on your own.
Somehow, he knew the truth behind the accident, but the fact that I knew took him aback for a moment. Until he said,
You have a gift, enhanced cognition. It allows you to grasp every detail, great or small, of any given situation in an instant. It must have awakened during the accident. I was going to mete out the murderer's punishment myself, but I've changed my mind. You have the means and the ability. Why not use them to avenge your family?
I was petrified when I heard this, lost. All I could see were the smiling faces of my parents and my beloved little brother. That's when I decided to take His Excellency's advice. I gathered every last scrap of evidence I could find against my uncle. I laid everything bare, the plot, the motive, the cover-up, the perpetrator. I had too much evidence to be silenced. I made my voice louder and louder until it reached Marquis Higharm's ears. Soon after, the nobles protecting my uncle stepped aside. My uncle's judgment was swift, harsh, and fair. He was put to death for his actions. I had my revenge. But it came at a price. I lost my family and my hometown. As soon as the company was in my control, I gave the rights to a longtime employee. All so I could enroll in the military academy suggested by His Excellency. All so I could enroll in Thor's.
Claire. I finally understand both why you hold Chancellor Osborne in such high regard, and why once in a while I see sadness in your eyes. And it seems to me like Major Michael is worried about you. His tone may have been harsh, but it came from a place of concern.
You're right. It was sheer coincidence that we both joined the RMP. But he's always looked out for me, both as a superior officer and as a colleague. Not that I've ever felt like I deserved it. I gave in to my desire for vengeance and mercilessly sent my own uncle to his death. 10 years ago, my aunt and my cousins cursed my name as I robbed them of the man they loved. I imagine they must still hate me for what I did.
I don't think so, not exactly. At the very least, it's clear that Major Michael really cares about you. Everyone who knows you well, even Instructor Sara, who isn't your biggest fan, respects you too much to hate you. Milliam and Major Lecter, Elise and Princess Alphen, Yuna, the original Class 7, and me, of course. We all hold you in the highest regard.
Green. Oh, you really are too kind. To be perfectly honest, you remind me of my brother.
What was his name?
Emil. His name was Emil. If he were alive, I think he'd be about your age. Thank you for hearing me out. But I think tonight is the last time I'll compare you to my brother. It's disrespectful. Both to him and to the man you've become. Good night, Rain. Sweet dreams.
What a day. Not surprised I feel wide awake, but it's weird that my heart feels so light. Get the feeling I'm going to sleep well tonight. Better head back to my room. Okay, to fulfill Crimson Striker's request, we are now going to do Claire then Sara, and that'll be the route we play through.
That's enough, Claire. Though you have the Chancellor's protection, your actions today are only going to come back to bite you.
Huh? You don't understand, Michael. Show
Who's
yourself!
That was careless of me. Forgive me, I didn't mean to overhear. Reen. Schwarzer, I don't appreciate your eavesdropping. I've said my piece, but I advise you to really think this over, unless you want what happened 10 years ago to shackle you forever. I'm really sorry, I just came out for some air. Well, I've got an early morning tomorrow, so I should probably... Reen? Can we talk just for a little while? I want to continue our previous conversation. And we might as well do so in the light of the moon. Of course, you can tell me anything.
Michael, Major Irving, is my cousin. He was born Michael Revelt.
I see now. You two do seem rather close.
We were, once. But 10 years ago, he took his mother's surname and abandoned the name Revelt. It was after I had the man who took my family away executed. That man was my uncle. His father.
What happened?
Perhaps you're familiar with the Revelt Company? They're known for making musical instruments. Well, they were originally located in St. Arc. My father was the president, and my uncle the vice president. The company was doing well, but more importantly, our family was happy. Until an horrible car accident. There weren't many of them on the roads back then. A stolen truck crashed into us. Then its driver disappeared into the night. In the end, they never found him. It became a cold case. My parents and my little brother died in that accident. But by some miracle, I survived, and my uncle's family took me in. After my father's death, my uncle took control of the company. Though I was grateful to him for taking me in, I couldn't help but ask myself, why was I the only one to survive? Soon after that, while looking through my father's things, I found the account books. Flipping through them, I noticed something strange. The Revelt Company prided itself on offering high-quality, carefully crafted instruments at an affordable price. But certain entries showed unbelievable spikes in profits. I had a feeling something was wrong, so I looked a little deeper. Each account book I read put things in starker relief. At last, I realized what my uncle had been doing right under my father's nose. He was making a fortune selling cheap, mass-produced instruments from abroad under the Revelt Company name. He even had the gall to commission a product he could sell as Maestro class to scam people out of even more money. I knew Father must have noticed his brother's wrongdoing and planned to question him. But before he could, the accident took his life. When I confronted my uncle about this, he was surprisingly candid. You've got no proof. And if you did have any, I've got several powerful nobles ready to back me up should it come to that. Even if you talk, the most suspicious part of that accident is that you're the lone survivor. Good luck getting anyone to listen to you. I was angry, yes. But more than that, I was heartbroken. I didn't know what to do with myself. Until he showed up.
I was a friend of your father's in military school. I thought the accident seemed peculiar. Do forgive me for allowing you to suffer for so long on your own.
Somehow, he knew the truth behind the accident, but the fact that I knew took him aback for a moment. Until he said,
You have a gift, enhanced cognition. It allows you to grasp every detail, great or small, of any given situation in an instant. It must have awakened during the accident. I was going to mete out the murderer's punishment myself, but I've changed my mind. You have the means and the ability. Why not use them to avenge your family?
I was petrified when I heard this, lost. All I could see were the smiling faces of my parents and my beloved little brother. That's when I decided to take His Excellency's advice. I gathered every last scrap of evidence I could find against my uncle. I laid everything bare. The plot, the motive, the cover-up, the perpetrator. I had too much evidence to be silenced. I made my voice louder and louder until it reached Marquis High-Arm's ears. Soon after, the nobles protecting my uncle stepped aside. My uncle's judgment was swift, harsh, and fair. He was put to death for his actions. I had my revenge. But it came at a price. I lost my family and my hometown. As soon as the company was in my control, I gave the rights to a longtime employee. All so I could enroll in the military academy suggested by His Excellency. All so I could enroll in Thor's.
Claire. I finally understand both why you hold Chancellor Osborne in such high regard, and why once in a while I see sadness in your eyes. And it seems to me like Major Michael is worried about you. His tone may have been harsh, but it came from a place of concern.
You're right. It was sheer coincidence that we both joined the RMP. But he's always looked out for me, both as a superior officer and as a colleague. Not that I've ever felt like I deserved it. I gave in to my desire for vengeance and mercilessly sent my own uncle to his death. 10 years ago, my aunt and my cousins cursed my name as I robbed them of the man they loved. I imagine they must still hate me for what I did.
I don't think so, not exactly. At the very least, it's clear that Major Michael really cares about you. Everyone who knows you well, even Instructor Sara, who isn't your biggest fan, respects you too much to hate you. Milliam and Major Lecter, Elise and Princess Alphen. You know the original Class 7, and me, of course. We all hold you in the highest regard.
Green. You really are too kind. To be perfectly honest, you remind me of my brother.
What was his name?
Emile. His name was Emile. If he were alive, I think he'd be about your age. Thank you for hearing me out. But I think tonight is the last time I'll compare you to my brother. It's disrespectful. Both to him and to the man you've become. Good night, Rain. Sweet dreams.
Am I dreaming? I'm seeing things. Must have been a mirage, a trick in the moonlight. So if you remember the other route, he said it must have been something about fairies or some crap like that. Door's locked. Will they let me in this one? Come on, Sara, you're on the other side. Open it. Yeah. I'm reading some stuff offhand, which is why my responses are a little delayed whenever something comes up. Basically, when I hear the text bubble open but no voice, that's when I turn and look at this screen. Trying to arrange a game, in case you're wondering. What's the matter, can't sleep? Not exactly. It's just that there's so much going on, I need to sort out all my thoughts. I know how that is. Hey, Reen, how's about you have a little drink with me before bed? Sometimes a little room to breathe is all you need to sort yourself out. Here, I'll pour you a bit. This stuff will really kick you in the teeth, so you should probably dip your tongue in it to start out. You weren't kidding.
It's spiritus. Liquor from Northumbria. Said to be the strongest drink in the world. Guess it's kinda hard to get much stronger than 96% though, huh?
Real quick, I don't actually know what the general average proof of moonshine is, but I'm assuming that's the equivalent of it. So I missed what he said.
Right? I knew you'd be able to appreciate it.
Okay, it's actually an
Never
auto.
thought the day'd come when I'd get to talk with you over drinks like this. That new Class 7 of yours? They're a good bunch of kids.
Yeah, they still got a long ways to go, though. I'm struggling as an instructor, too. Just wish I could guide them a little better.
They're all pretty unique kids, just like you guys were. But I know things will work out for you. I mean, come on. They were also worried about you. They ran headlong after you.
I'm sure they had a bit of a push from a certain someone, though.
You already knew, didn't you? Who those purple Jaegers are.
Yes, what they said brought back some complicated feelings. At first I wasn't sure, but when I saw your reaction, I knew.
That's so. Guess I've still got a ways to go myself in that case.
Back then, during the Northern War, I couldn't do a thing. I spent all my time getting rid of all those archaisms that were let loose on the city. All the higher-ups in the Northern Jaegers, the ones who worked with the Ouroboros, got away. If I'd captured them, North Ambria's government would have called for a ceasefire. I could have stopped the annexation.
That's a nice little scenario, Reen. But you know it's a load of bull, don't you? The annexation of North Ambria was done under the Imperial government's orders. Way I hear it, General Le Guin agreed to take the place over to keep the provincial armies from being disbanded. The outcome was decided from the start.
That's...
In the middle of that farce of a war, you managed to save the lives of tens of thousands of citizens. And the Jaegers you met today? I think they know that. But maybe it was impossible from the start. Fixing a country already being destroyed from within by Jaegers. He probably knew that too.
Who?
Whoopsie. Well, you see, he was... He was my first love.
Really?
Well, actually, he was the closest thing I had to a dad. Way back during the Northumbrian disaster, when the salt pail covered so much of the Principality in a storm of salt, a man took in an orphaned infant. He was a former colonel in the army, and one of the people who founded the Northern Jaegers. As soon as I was old enough to understand anything, I knew that Jaegers who came back with foreign currency were considered heroes. The man who raised me was one of the leaders of the Northern Jaegers, the heroes of our homeland. I looked up to my dad more than anyone. Wanting to be just like him, I joined a juvenile Jaeger corps at the age of 10. After a few years of harsh training, I was admitted to the main corps at the tender age of 13. It was there that I experienced my first real battle. It was hell. A field of death, where lives are tossed aside to satisfy someone else's desires. There I lived, smoke and blood painted across my body. And there I stayed, eventually becoming the Jaeger known as the Purple Lightning. But after a while, it reached a point where I couldn't take it anymore. When I was 18, I was assigned command of a squad. We had a mission near Erebonia, fighting some proxy war on behalf of the nobles. The enemy was Needhog. My squad was destroying them, but just when we thought victory was ours. Our efforts to avoid dragging any civilians into the fight left us open to a counterattack. We got hit hard. And then my dad showed up and saved me. Even though he was serving as the commander for the entire corps, he came to our rescue and suffered a fatal injury for it.
Do you see now? This is the fate of all Jaegers. You must think long and hard on whether you wish to continue down this path.
It could have been because he was once part of the Principality's army, but he was quite the gentleman. Now that I think back, he never seemed to like the fact that I became a Jaeger. Anyway, he left me with those final words and passed away in my arms. I screamed and screamed until my voice gave out, until I passed out from utter exhaustion. When I woke up, I was in an Imperial army camp.
Was that when Instructor Beatrix treated you?
Yeah. Apparently they were there to check on the damage caused by all the Jaegers fighting. Neidhart and Mueller-Vander, who were both second lieutenants back then, were there too. They told me the battle had been over for a while, and all my comrades had already packed up and left for home. Hadn't even thanked them before rushing back to my hometown. And what greeted me when I got there were celebrations and congratulations from my friends and the townsfolk. We had lost my father, but we won the war we were hired for. The nobles had given us an enormous pile of mira. That meant we wouldn't die of starvation during the coming winter. I was relieved, but my tears just wouldn't stop. In order to save my hometown from poverty, I covered myself in the smoke of war and the blood of innocents in foreign lands. Seeing the smiles on the faces of everyone in town and knowing the cost cut me deep. It was right then that I decided to quit being a Jaeger and leave my hometown. I joined up with the Bracer Guild, knowing I could put my combat skills to work and make some decent mira if I hit A rank. That way I could send some money back home. Money that wasn't stained with blood.
I finally understand the true origin of your strength and kindness.
I'm not strong or kind, but I think I've finally started to get closer. Little by little. Closer to being like the man I admired so much. My dad. My commander. And my first love.
Sara, it makes sense now. No wonder you fall for all the silver foxes.
Yeah? No getting around the fact that I've got myself the daddy of all father complexes. But you know, lately I found myself attracted to some younger guys.
Huh?
You got me talking too much. You don't watch yourself, you could make a real dangerous womanizer. Oh, and I'll have you know, I don't really appreciate being second after Little Miss Major. Well, with that, I bid you good night and sweet dreams.
What a day. It's not surprising that my eyes are wide awake, but for some reason my heart feels lighter now. I think I'll be able to sleep well tonight. Better head back to my room. So there you go, Crimson, you got your wish. Remember, everybody gets one. Although, to be honest, I'm not really keeping track, so for all I know, there could have been multiple repeats given out. Need to make sure I don't wake them. That should be where Michael sleeps. We'll go a little bit further. I have about 10 minutes before I have to go, so I'm hoping I can do the scenes for whatever comes next. Should head back and get some rest. I don't know why my X is on auto all of a sudden. I need to look into that off camera. It's gonna really suck when I want to stop to explain something and it automatically moves forward.
This is truly an honor.
That'll give you the
a reward.
Hades gem. Got that one
This
too.
is truly an honor. Here, a reward.
Red Star Medal. Like, we're almost to the point where we might be able to upgrade 2 ranks on the next set of turn-ins, or whatever you want to call them.
Keep it up.
I'll call them cash-outs. Monk's thank you gift arrived safely. Abin sticker. 4 U materials. Abin sticker. 4 U materials. Rosine sent an updated copy of the Black Records. 3 has been deciphered. Phoebe's thank you gift arrived. Photo of Shanshan. That's the waitress from the Red Dragon. Brave Soul. Photo of Becky. Hopefully I don't need to explain who she is. Photo of Ferris. So, I will put a break here and then I'll start recording the next part. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching and goodbye.